day everyone, I'm Gracelyn and today we'll be diving into lesson 3.1 Cybercrime Law and Do's and Don'ts of Using Internet. This topic is essential in our digital age where technology connects us but also exposes us to risk. In this discussion, we'll explore what cybercrime is and why it matters, the different types of cybercrime you should aware of, the K-law that governs cybercrime in the Philippines, Republic Act number 10175, also known as the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, and most importantly, practical tips to protect yourself from online threats. By the end of this discussion, you will have a clearer understanding of how cybercrime affects individuals and society, and how can you stay safe and responsible online. Let's proceed to the discussion of lesson 3.1 about cybercrime law. So, cybercrime refers to any and all illegal activities carried out using technology. So, matawag siya og cybercrime once nga mo commit og crime with the use of technology, no? So, here are the types of cybercrime. Hacking. So, hacking is an unauthorized access to systems or networks. Like mo access siya without permission, no? Na mo kalit og access sa imong devices, mo kalit og access sa imong accounts nga without permission nimo, or like wala ka kahibaw nga na-access na di ay. So, the second one is phishing, tricking user into revealing sensitive information, no? Ilan ning gina-use like sa imong private photos, private videos, or sa imong kinang conversation nga ilahang makuha sa imong account o sa imong devices, nya gamiton nila para daos sa imong reputation or sa imong image, most especially no katong sa mga individuals nga sikat or katong mga individuals or mga person nga kinang dato jud kaayo, mo ni kasagaran jud mahitabo, no? And then the third one is ransomware, locking data until ransom is paid. So especially kanang sa business settings mo ni ginabuhat, no, nga ilahang daoton or ilahang kwaon ang kinang file or personal information sa business na ilahatong gamiton nga makakwarta sila. Like mo to ilang ko ano ni nga, if dili nimo ihatag ako nang ipagawas inani nga file or inani nga baho baka sa business. And then fourth is identity theft, stealing personal data or how to commit fraud. So stealing personal data, no, like kinangkuhaon ng imong personal information. Pwede siya pictures, pwede sa imong name, pwede imong number, or any personal information nimo nga magamit nila para pampangilad or para mailad sa tao. And then the last one is malware attacks, spreading malicious software. So example ani kay kinang sa Facebook, like kinamakita tag post sa mga picture niya, once gani nga imo siyang i-click kay amo gawas kay link sa Shopee or link sa Lazada. So be careful ta, no, once nga mag-use ta sa kinang mga social media platforms, no, especially sa kinang patuyang tag-click sa website or sa post. Dapat kinang knowledgeable ta or dapat kinang natay alam nga once gani nga mapatuyang ta og click kay pwede ma-access ang ato ang personal account, makuha ang ato ang personal information, or kinang maka-access sila sa ato ang devices. So munang be careful gyud ta sa atong ginabuhat in social media or in online world. So next kay mo ni siya ang mga countries nga grabe na jud kayo og cybercrime. So gatap one din ang Russia, no? And then so far wala din ni nalabot ang Philippines, pero even if wala ta na labot din sa kinang ranking, kay naka-experience gihapon ta og cybercrime. So cybercriminals, individuals or groups who are use digital technology to commit illegal acts such as stealing data, causing system disruption, or conducting fraud. So kini siya matawag og cybercriminals ang usa ka tao or usa ka person if mo commit gani siya crime, ang iyang gina-use is technology. So cybercriminal law. So kini siya nga law, no, kay ginahimo na siya para mo protect sa mga users or sa mga individuals against sa cybercrime or katong sa cybercriminal. So, includes laws related to computer crimes, internet crimes, information crimes, communication crimes, and technology crimes. While the internet and the digital economy represent a significant opportunity, they are also an enabler for criminal activity. So, kung unsa ka high-tech or unsa ka advance ang kining technology nato ron is inani po siya ka prone sa mga criminal activity or sa kanang mga bad nga activity nga makadaot pod sa atoa. So, cybercrime law in the Philippines, Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 officially recorded as Republic Act number 10175 was approved on September 12, 2012. It aims to address legal issues concerning online interaction and the internet in the Philippines. Among the cybercrime offenses include in the bill ay cybersquatting, cybersex, child pornography, identity theft, and legal access to data and labels. Ito siyang i-explain tagsa-tagsa kung unsa ni siya nga crime. So, cybersquatting is the act of acquiring a domain name in bad faith such as to profit, mislead, harm reputation, or block rightful ownership. It also includes computer-related forgery, fraud, and identity theft. So, kina siya no ang punishment and fine ani niya nga crime is any person found guilty of any of the punishable acts enumerated in section 4A and 4B of this act shall be punished with imprisonment of prison mayor or a fine of at least 200,000 pesos up to maximum amount commensurate to the damage acquired or both. Ni ang kuan sa cyber squatting nga crime. So next is cybersex. So we are all familiar no since nga mao jud ni ato makitaan sa kinang TV. O mo sa ginabuhat jud mostly sa kinang mga tawo nga as in ambot unsay tumong nila. Cybersex can be defined as a subcategory of online sexual activity where internet is used for sexual gratifying activities. So kini siya nga crime kay ang iyang punishment and fine ani niya no kay individuals found guilty of cybersex face a jail term of prison 6 years and 1 day to 12 years or a fine at least 200,000 but not expending 1 million. So, pwede siya mapriso no 6 to 12 years and 1 day. And also if kinang naaray kinang ikapiyansa, so dako po yun kayo no 200,000 pero di siya ma-exceed pod og 1 million. So the next one is child pornography. So the production, sharing, or possession of pornographic material involving minors. So mo ganin no kasagaran ang mga parents pagid ang mobuhat ani sa ilhang mga anak nga ilhang gamiton niya pangwarta. So ang punishment and fine ani niya kay computer carries a penalty 1 degree higher than that provided by RA 9775 or the Anti-Child Pornography Act of 2009. Under RA 9775, those who produce, disseminate, or publish child pornography will be fined from 50,000 to 5 million and slap a maximum jail of reclusion perpetua or 20 to 40 years. So laliman ka, grabe kayo og punishment, no? So pero naara gyapon mabuhat aning mga tao. So wala jud sila kaluoy niya. Involved pa ang mga minors or mga bata. And then next is identity theft. When someone is illegally uses your personal information like your name, address, or financial details to impersonate you and commit fraud or other crimes. So ang iyang punishment ani niya no kay are punishable by 1 to 3 years imprisonment and fine changing from 5,000 to 2 million and then 3 to 6 years imprisonment and fine ranging from 5,000 to 4 million respectively. One is cyber libel, posting false and harmful statement about someone through email, website, blogs, or any internet-based platform. So, kini cyber libel no kay masyag blackmailing or scamming nga crime. So, punishment at fine niya kay libel now carries a higher penalty of fine from the old rate of 200 to 6,000. No, before daw, ang penalty niya is 200 to 6,000 ra. And then, ang new rate kay 40,000 to 1.2 million. The penalty is imprisonment for a minimum period of 4 years and 1 day to a maximum period of 4 years and 1 day. to a maximum of 8 years per offense. So, depende siya kung pila ka offense ang imong mabuhat. And then, use strong passwords. So, special also, kini gyud ang importante no. But if ang imong account, if or maghimo kag account, mo use gid ka og strong nga password, dili lang kay 123 or ABCD, nga dali ra kay siya ma-detect or dali ra kay siya mahibaw-an sa hacker. And then, keep your software updated. So, kinahanglan pod nga ang imong gigamit nga software or device or application kay updated pod siya para ang kato mga virus or so avoid downloading unknown application, like di ka magpatuyang og kinang download or install sa kinang application nga imong makita na sa Facebook or kinang trending baron kay without knowing no nga kini di siya nga application kay ma-access daay ni siya. Strengthen your home network. So kini no sa kanang about siya sa wifi, if naa kay wifi sa nga dapat kinang kung walay laing maka-access ani or any devices nga sa inyong balay dapat walay laing maka-access ani except sa imuha or sa imong family. And then know the identity theft can happen anywhere. So be ko ano lang yun, be responsible and knowledgeable na lang yun if di ka ganahan mabiktima o cybercrime or di ka ganahan mabiktima no. Dapat kinan na jud kay dapat aware gyud ka kung unsa imong ginahimo and keep an eye on the kids. So dako po ni siyang kuan nga imong i-monitor ang imong mga kids or imong younger siblings ba kay mga bata is mapatuyang ra og tuplok or mapatuyang ra siya og access sa imong cellphone, sa imong gadget no. And then without knowing nga ang today ang imong mga information is nasend na sa mga tao or na-post na siya sa online. And lastly, know what to do if you become a victim. So if ikaw naka-experience ka ani, so dapat kibaw ka kung unsay imong angay buhaton, kung asa ka mo report or unsay kinang mga angay nimong buhaton. So now let's proceed to the second discussion, do's and don'ts of using the internet. The 10 commandments of computer ethics. These commandments are like a moral guide for how we should behave when using computers, phones, or the internet. They remind us that technology is powerful and we must use it responsibly and respectfully. In conclusion, in today's digital age, our action online matter just as much as our action in real life. The 10 Commandments of computer ethics guide us to use technology wisely, respectfully, and responsibly. Let's remember that every click, post, and message reflects who we are. By following these ethical principles, we protect not only ourselves but also the people around us. So, as we move forward, let's be mindful, let's be respectful, and let's be ethical because being a good digital citizen starts with us. Thank you, and let's continue to use technology for good.